Whew, another day, another video. Well, for those that saying that why I level my Mizuki, because oh my god, this is the reason. Okay, so for those that wonder why I level her up, level him. I mean him. I'm sorry. This is him, by the way, not her. Him is because the paradox simulation. So yeah, so it's not very low. I mean, level 20 is pretty easy for newbie to achieve, especially if level 40. Now that's a big question because it's like almost 200k LMD use. I guess I remember. But that's already expensive, so we're just gonna do the most lowest possible, which is level 20. This is still very low, I think, so there's no problem with that. So we're gonna do both second mission for both module and 30 of the Herald and Serolum Seminar, I guess. Both mission in chapter 4, so it's pretty easy to scroll. So for the first module second mission, which is clear main team 4-3, which is raiding. You must use your own Mizuki and defeat 2 Soccer crossbowmen. And for the second module second mission is clear main team 4-5, which is raiding, and you must deploy your own Mizuki and have Mizuki defeat at least 10 enemies. All of this can be done with one squad, same squad, by the way. So we're gonna do first. We're gonna do 4-3. Here's the squad composition. So for those that wonder why I'm using this squad particular, because we're gonna make Mizuki is the most DPS unit in this squad, basically. So you either have to use skill 1 or skill 2. But I prefer using skill 1 is because it's way more stronger, because we're gonna play DPS Mizuki, not CC Mizuki. Because skill 2 is basically for crowd control, but for DPS Mizuki is way more preferable in skill 1. You need to bring 2 medics, 2 defender, and Plume here not used now. It used for the 4-5, so you just bring them, okay? So I don't need to explain more why I have to bring all of this again, okay? So that's all the squad. Let's begin. This is the first mission, which is 4-3. Speed up the DP, don't worry, you have time. Deploy Cardigan first here. And when I say deploy Cardigan first instead of Beagle, there's a reason for that. Okay, so don't question more. When the enemy is close, just deploy Ansel to heal Cardigan, because Cardigan cannot survive if you dare try. The enemy will spawn, don't worry, Mizuki will be able to. Just deploy Mizuki here. You can deploy it every range, it's still fine, because we're just gonna abuse his square size crowd control. Deploy Beagle here. When you have enough, deploy Hibiscus as your last operator here. Done. And you can start AFKing after this. So we abusing this lane to Mizuki so that he can abuse his attack interval, because you know this particular arch type having issue of having way more attack interval. So yeah, you can just don't worry about this swordman, it's gonna die anyway. And even let's just say it hit Bigo, it's only like hit her twice, not more. And she still survived, by the way. Now that's our target. Don't worry. Mizuki is the DPS, so you don't have any issue at all. When the X guy showed up, just activate Beagle skill now. The reason why you activate Beagle skill now, because this thing has a very high resistance and very high resistance and very high attack to be exact. So you need to activate Beagle skill now. And there you go. First mission done. I mean the second mission of the first module done. Take it easy. Whoa. Okay, we basically finished all the mission then. Congrats for me. Oh yeah, by the way, my Mizuki here is basically trust 70, so you don't have any issue at all about that. Your Mizuki is very high trust. Nope, it's not very that 100% trust. Like I said, this is freshly promoted. Like I said, so this is the squad again. Let's begin. The same squad. I don't need to explain why. Okay, we're just speeding up. It's still the same squad. It's just difference. Now for this, Plume is necessary for this because there's a wolf. You know, wolf in Arknight is very fast, so that's why it's basically fodder for charger Vanguard to gain DP. So yeah, no problem at all. So just deploy Beagle first. And then deploy. Now for this, you must deploy Mizuki facing bottom, or when you have enough DP, just retire Plume, get Cardigan here. Done. And then deploy Ansel facing down. You can actually wait. Let me get DP first to deploy my. Okay, so you can deploy Mizuki here, but he has to facing up so that he can clear both lane here. Both lane is important here. So yeah, deploy Hibiscus here. You can deploy Hibiscus here. It's still the same, okay? But I prefer deploy it here. Same thing. So for those that wonder why I did activate Beagle skill, this thing is arch damage. So it's pretty useless if you activate her skill now, Beagle's skill now. Okay, so for the second, if the X guys showed up, I think you'll be fine. Now activate Beagle skill now, don't worry. And then activate Hibiscus skill now and Ansel skill. Let's just say, because I'm scared of this. If you have problem with healing, just activate this skill. It's still fine. Like I said, your main DPS is basically Mizuki in this particular. Mizuki is pretty strong, I have to say. Nami and Mama is pretty honest with her opinion about that Mizuki armpit, and it does. He's very strong, solid. And there you go, easy. So here's the proof. I already done all the module mission from both module. So you basically can do this the first mission of the first module and first mission of the second module the same, because both need to defeat fifth enemies. And like I said, Mizuki is basically the DPS of crowd control ambusher before after Ascalon will show up. Ascalon is basically like Mizuki but in skill. I mean, yes, she has a skill tree that basically increasing her taunt level, making enemy attacking her so that she can gain more HP from defeating one enemy. But if someone said what module I prefer of Mizuki, I think the second module, because the talent is I'm I'm very impressed with this talent because it recover 10% max HP for each kill. This is actually pretty good for solid stand unit. A very solid operator that basically relying on DPS, and Mizuki is a DPS ambusher. Unlike, let's just say, Ethan is basically crowd control more, and where Manticore, and Manticore is basically also a DPS. If I remember correctly, in my uh, tier list Arknight, I put Manticore pretty high above Ethan, but in general opinion, that was because I have three brain, basically three men reorganize this tier list. But in my opinion alone, I put Manticore way lower, because the thing is, like I said, Manticore has an issue where when you need her to do DPS, she needs to hide herself for 6 seconds, and that's bad. Meanwhile, Mizuki, on the other hand, he can basically kaboom anyone inside his attack range in 8 seconds. Yes, but and this is can be lower, and this can be charged, and this is stronger. And fun fact: the more lower the enemy health is, the more damage Mizuki will do. So yeah, that's all my argument for ambusher stuff and for Mizuki modulations. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.